here, hit the mat, and surrender again. Toes together, heels fall away. Feeling your abdomen rising, falling, pressing against the mat. Very nice. Now inhaling, and we're just gonna roll ourselves over onto our backs. We're gonna wanna bend deeply at the knee and press the lower back into the mat. Neutralizing the spine, just knock the knees, so bring the knees together. Walk your feet off your mat, still deeply pressing the lower spine and sacrum area into the mat. Very nice. So now stacking your joints, getting those ankles under the knees. And the hands can be pressing into the mat, shoulders back and down. We're going to take those legs up the wall. So you're going to bend at the knee and then take the footprint onto the ceiling. You want the heels over the hips. You want the legs as straight as is available to you, but releasing the knees so they're not locked. And then curling the toes. This is a great place if you have your belt or strap to maybe take a restorative here and just work the hamstring. And this is such a safe place to work the hamstring because your back is in neutral and in a very healthy place, pressing into the mat. Much of your lower back issues can be related to your tight hamstrings. So the more opportunity you have to lengthen them and stretch them, the better your core and your lower back will be. Also, this is wonderful because the blood flow comes out of your legs, down into your hips. Really challenging those toes to come towards your body. And as you're taking a restorative there with legs up the wall, I'm going to read from Ephesians that talks about the love of Christ. So in Ephesians 3, it says, "And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power together with all the Lord's holy people to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God." So thinking about Mary's love for for Jesus and our mother's love for us and for those of us who are mothers, how much we love our children. And that is not even comparable to how much our Creator God loves and cares for each one of us. So releasing the strap or the belt, bending deeply at the knees. We're gonna take a side stretch on each side, and then we'll start to surrender. So stacking the ankles under the knees, allowing them to in unison drop to the right side, and taking your arms and gaze to the left. We're getting a nice midline twist. Try to work both shoulders to the mat. Might feel good to lengthen that top leg. Maybe meditating on the Father's love in light of your mother's love. And then coming through neutral, lifting those knees, pressing the lower back into the mat. And on an inhale, taking the knees to the left side. Gaze and arms go to the right. Again, getting those shoulders firmly rooted into the mat. Either energetic with your arms, or maybe you're starting to get ready for surrender. Taking that top leg long if you like. Being very generous and intentional with our breath. And on an inhale, coming back through neutral, we're going to take an open butterfly for our last couple minutes. Feet together, knees releasing towards the floor. Again, a great place for a block or a towel if you want a more restorative. Arms can be along the body. It can be on the diaphragm and heart. Maybe we'll do that to connect to our heart and our breath as we surrender into this last song. For those of you who know some of my story, I grew up on the Beatles. And I grew up Catholic. And so Let It Be was a part of my childhood allowing the stopping of the music and the silence to help bring awareness. If you were fully surrendered, bringing awareness back to your body, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. If your knees were still apart, bring them together, pressing that lower back into the mat. Deepening your inhales and exhales with a little more speed as you allow the knees to fall to one side, curling up in the fetal position. Taking some healing breaths there.